Hey everyone, it's Chris here from Everyday Survival Gear, and today we're going to have a look at this flashlight that we got in front of us. I actually picked it up from AliExpress and it's got no name. So it's got like 4 LEDs and stuff. But yeah, so the first place where I seen this flashlight was on probably BLF or actually Banggood. And Banggood sell it under the name Xmund, that Xmund branding. So we can call it that because it's pretty much the same flashlight. I just brought mine from AliExpress, seeing it was a tad cheaper. So yeah, I got a few different specs to run over, and we'll take the light outside and see how it does compared to a few other lights of the same category. I forgot some of the stuff on the desk. Okay, so apparently the advertising that I got this from, this light has 10,000 lumens. Obviously, that's not right. If only it had 10,000 lumens. That'd be the cheapest 10,000 lumens. Oh yeah, where the fuck is my manners? We actually brought this for about 15, 16 US dollars, so it was pretty cheap. Plus, I had to pay like GST on that and stuff and shipping. So for about 15 buck US, you do get quite a lot of output. Banggood rated at 1500 lumens, but as I said before, we'll take it outside and we'll check for ourselves, and hopefully I can leave like an annotation here. So its weight is 112 grams with the big tube, the 18650 tube. It does actually come with a smaller 18350 tube, but I got that on my desk. It also comes with a clip. It is 3 centimeters up the top, so 30 mils, 2.5 mils at the bottom, and a whole 120 mils long, 1200. So you can see it there beside S2 Plus. It's actually longer than the S2 Plus, which does make sense. This S2 Plus is triple luminous SST20s in there. So it's got like basic functions. You know, it works by a side switch. So you push and hold to turn it on, and it turns on like that. And it's got these little LEDs in there which indicate how much life your battery has left. So this is 100%. So that'll be 100, 75, 50, 25, and then it's done. I think you push and... No, you don't. So you got to push and hold to turn it on. And oh, look at that PWM. That's horrible. And more PWM. Okay, maybe because they're in the room. We'll try it out outside. And you got your strobe and SOS. You can double click to stuff like that. So it's only got like 3 basic modes: high, medium, and low. And low isn't really like particularly low, so it might not be the best flashlight for everyone. But considering it's pretty cheap, you know, you're only going to really get a basic driver. It does have a USB charger. This is a USB. This is a mini USB, not USB Type C, isn't it? Wait, let me double check. Yeah, that looks like mini USB. What else? I got to pick up the stuff from the other side. I guess we can take it apart and have a look. I told you guys it's 110 grams, 112 grams. Sorry, I got that wrong already. So yeah, we'll definitely take it apart and have a quick look. So actually, the specs are few and far between with this light. So the anodizing is actually done really well, as you guys can probably see here. It does seem like it's pretty hard wearing, so these are pretty sharp. You can see I have kind of already bent them out, but we'll give it a little test. That's pretty sweet. Like, sure, I'm not absolutely gouging it, but you can see it's not really leaving a mark there. So the anodizing, I think, is hard anodizing type 3, because it is pretty hard wearing, and it does look like they've done a pretty good job with the anodizing. I'm not sure if this is actually anodized, because it doesn't look like it's bare, so I'll have a little look. Because if it was bare aluminium, it wouldn't look this colour. Yeah, definitely anodized that colour. And look, it's not even scratching it. So that's pretty cool, considering, you know, these are pretty sharp. We can leave a mark on the table, like, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. What else? So they sent it to me in, like, just the normal bag, without any instructions or anything. And this is the 18350 tube here, as you can see, and it does have a clip. So we'll take a quick look around the light right now. So that's that part there. I got thermal paste on my fingers. That's what that is. From doing another light. So we'll have a look. So the button is, it's not really illuminated because it's only illuminated when you turn it on. So I guess, yeah, it is illuminated like around it, not the actual button. But it would be pretty cool if you could leave this on as a standby, but it doesn't have that option, so that's kind of out of there now. Turn off. So, because it's got no instructions, yeah, it does have a memory mode, so like if you leave it on for more than 8 seconds, so you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you click, it'll turn off just by one click. But if you push and hold to turn on, and you don't wait that 8 seconds, it'll cycle modes like so. So yeah, and then it turns itself off. So we'll take it apart. It is apparently IPX6 rated, and it does have like double O-rings here. A gold-plated spring on the back, I guess. No magnet. It does look like that there could be a magnet in there. This is a Samsung cell, I believe. I'll put that over there. So double O-rings. It didn't come lubed. It was friggin' hard as before I lubed it. We'll take off the front. You can see a O-ring here. For some reason, the front of the battery tube is not unanodized. I do not know why. They usually leave that bare for better contact. So yeah, you can see obviously for contact you need that part to be unanodized. But usually they leave it bare. I don't know what was going on there. That's the driver there. The driver kind of looks like it's like got little gaps because my finger's fat. I'll try and show you guys. See, looks like it's a little gap there. Actually, yeah, that is. I can fit. And the driver's loose, and I haven't tried to take the driver out. So the driver's kind of just pressed in there. It should be okay because you got the battery pressure on it, so it's not just going to come like flying out. It's a $15 light. It is apparently IPX6 rated. At least that's what Banggood say on their site. This thing is garbage. This this charger cover is absolutely useless. So, you know, if you accidentally just knock it a bit, it comes off like that. So this hole is like way too massive. I don't know what they were thinking, but that's just shit. And this doesn't even fit in like that great. You don't push it all the way down, and you just knock it just like that. So it is IPX6 rated, but, you know, I'd be pretty careful. If we undo the top here, that's not sliding around now. Hopefully I didn't damage the LEDs. I've had this apart a few times looking at the LEDs and stuff. It does have an O-ring here, but no glass lens. So we'll pull the optics out. One of my legs on the optics broke. That could have been me, or it could have come like that from the factory. So I'm not sure. I'll show you guys. This optics leg snapped inside there. I'm pretty much going to put another set of LEDs in here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So this is the LEDs. It's supposed to be Cree XPGs. They don't really look like XPGs themselves. They could be a XPG2, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. Because I've never seen XPG2s with these little markings in them. So it's got like little markings like the luminous SST20s do. And it's got the bonding wires, kind of look like SST20 bonding wires, but then the rest of the LED doesn't look anything like a SST20. So I'm not 100% sure if these actually are XPG2s or some sort of generic LED. They could be, because I have seen photos of XPG2s that have the die that look like this. So this die has little dots in it, but I'm just not 100% sure, so I don't feel comfortable saying 100% that it's an XPG2. It's definitely not a luminous SST20, but it does look pretty similar to that. I'll throw up I'll try and get a close-up photo and I'll put it in the video. Anyways, we've taken the light apart. We've had a pretty good look. We didn't pull out the driver. We could probably do that, but it'd be stuck in there because of the USB drive. It's going to be a pain to get out. So we'll take it outside and we'll do a ceiling bounce test against a few other lights and see how many lumens it actually has. And then we'll definitely do a side-by-side in the yard. Alright guys, now we've got this no-name flashlight, or the Xmund, whichever one you want to call it, on. Of course, it starts on its highest mode, unless you save it in a memory mode, which then it'll start on a lower mode. I just measured the lumens output. It just reaches 1,750 lumens, which isn't bad, but it isn't the best for a full LED light. But you know, for $15 US, that's a lot of output for the money. It does have that nice little indicator light. I also think that because I'm not using a proper calibrated light tube, kind of like it kind of measures optics a little bit lower, so output. Of course, I haven't been home for a while and no one has bothered to cut the grass here, so that's on my list of stuff to do, because it has been raining heaps too. We'll go to the tree at 100 meters, and it only just gets there, but you guys won't be able to see it on the camera, unfortunately. We'll go to lower modes and see if it starts PWM or not. So it's going to turn itself off first, and then we'll cycle down. That's medium mode. Yep, so on the camera right now I can still see a little bit of PWM. Medium mode is still super bright. And then off. And there we've got low mode, and low mode has actually even worse PWM than medium mode, which kind of sucks. The UI isn't the best, but it's not too bad. Can you push and hold to cycle back through modes? Pushing and holding right now, nah, nothing's happening. So if I go to cycle mode, it's just going to turn itself off. Kind of shit, I guess, but it could be a deal breaker for some people, but it's not the worst. Because you do have the delay, it is pretty shit, I guess. Alright, now we will compare it to a few other lights and see how it does side by side. Okay guys, so right now we got a S2 Plus with an XHP50 with direct drive on. You can see it's bloody bright as. And to the left here is the no name 4 LED light. So this no name light does about 1750 lumens. This light, the one of the XHP50, does closer to about 2,500, 2,600. Measures somewhere around about there, depending on the battery. The higher drain cell I use, the better results it gets. But you know, $15. I think that this light cost me more than $15 to build. It just stepped down. It is getting really hot too. Okay, so to be honest, can you really, yeah, that kind of stepped down, that no name light. Alright, we'll go on to the next light now. Alright guys, now we've got a S2 Plus on here. This S2 Plus is triple SST20s in cold white tint with a pretty cheapo driver. It's a sofa driver, so it's not like the best, even though it is a direct drive. It only puts out 2,550 lumens. And here is the no name light. So you can see, tint wise, the light is still a lot cooler, even though it's a cold white on the SST20. So that's pretty interesting, because that's a lot harsher white. Look at it on the camera. And this is using optics too, so I'll show you the optics. Turn off. So that's the optics on the S2 Plus. You can see it is pretty wide. It goes all the way over there. It's getting really, really hot now. And we'll turn this off and we'll check out the optics on the Xmund light. So yeah, it doesn't put out that little bit under 1,000 lumens, does make quite a difference, but I think the light gets a lot more scattered on this on the Xmund light than it does on the S2 Plus. Wow, that light is so hot now. And it's funny because the cheapo light, it's actually stepping down and staying pretty cool compared to the rest. The rest just blasted and boiling hot, but this light is still staying pretty cold, still got that little LED on. So yeah, even though you can clearly see output is clearly getting lower, pretty cool. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video on the no name light, or the Xmund, which wherever you buy it from depends on what you'll call it. You know, 1,700 lumens for $15 isn't bad. Probably even cheaper than done up S2 Plus, so it's not too bad. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.